Most people suck at asking questions. And it's not because they just don't know what to say, but it's because they've forgotten to be curious. Curiosity is one of the best routes to asking questions. Having that childlike curiosity can guide you, because curiosity is a lost art. It's the simple questions that get you along in conversation, move conversation, and get to know people and do a negotiation and being able to understand people. And it's just those simple questions that nobody asks. Like who, what, when, where, how, and why. And those 6 questions. Now those childlike questions aren't weakness, but they're wisdom. And those 6 questions can lead you anywhere you want to go in conversation. And that's how you continue conversation, how you start conversation, and how you can really connect with people. And when you're talking, when people are talking, making sure that when you understand and you hear vague words are like best, right, fast, successful, and there's a lot of other vague words in there, but what vague words are is they really don't have a full meaning to them beneath them. So if I say best, well, I'm the best at basketball. You say that. If someone says that to you, then you're like, it's vague, what is best? You don't really know what best is. So you can ask them, how do you define best? What does best look like for you? And you can use the who, what, when, where, why, how. You can use that continually in any conversation. If you're feeling stuck, you think, who? Well, who inspired you to be the best? You think, what? What do you want to be the best for? You think, when? When do you want to be the best by? Like, when do you want this goal to happen? You can say, why? Why do you want to be the best? Like, you can use this simple framework of questions in any conversation. Now, here's how to practice these frameworks in simple question asking and understanding through questions. It's reframing everything you hear. So someone asks a question, and it's, let's say, what's the best? How do I grow my business? What's the best way to grow my business? Well, what type of business? Well, how do you define best? Well, why do you want to do that? And it's reframing that and like taking pieces off of it, especially the vague words. Business, what's that? Best, what's that? And it's really getting clarity in their questions and in their conversation, and looking at it in a perspective of what's vague or what's assumed. And if you can find those stuff that's vague or assumed, you can poke it out. And that's a whole board you can go in questions of who, what, when, where, how, why. And that's a whole list of conversation. You can have an endless conversation. All you need is to look at what's vague or assumed and reframe it in a way of asking one of those questions. And you just ask one of the follow-up questions to bring more clarity to that. And every time they bring up more vague or assumptions, more vagueness or assumptions, then you just go off and ask more questions on it. One way that if you want to make people feel understood, you repeat what they said, except you say it in a way like, so what you're saying is blank. So you repeat what they said, so you're saying is this, or what I'm hearing is this. And now they'll either tell you that, yes, boom, you understand me, or if you mess up, they're going to say no. So it gives you a better understanding, and it makes them feel more understood. So that's a good framework and a way I use that I was taught. Questions shape conversation. Conversation shapes people. So be the person who listens and asks wisely, and not the person who just talks. Because understanding people and communicating effectively and having that childlike curiosity is not just a skill, but it's how we grow and learn as people. With saying that, stay curious, ask more questions, and practice what I taught you. Stay blessed. To the best.